There's something about winter. It doesn't just freeze your hands, it freezes your blood. Snow looks soft, peaceful, beautiful, but when the world turns white, it also turns silent. And sometimes that silence hides things. Tonight, I'm going to tell you 3 true winter horror stories from 2025. These aren't urban legends. These aren't made-up campfire tales. These are real events that happen to real people. And after hearing them, you might never look at snow the same way again. So turn the lights down and listen carefully, because winter remembers everything. Hey everyone, before we start, I just want you to imagine something. It's freezing outside, the wind is howling, your phone signal is weak, and the nearest house is miles away. Winter has this strange way of making you feel isolated, even if you're not alone. And that's exactly where our first story begins. Story 1, January 2025. Northern Minnesota. Ethan was 27. Quiet guy, hardworking. He had just started working for a delivery company because, honestly, bills don't care if it's snowing. That night, the temperature had dropped to -18 degrees. Most drivers had already called it quits, but Ethan took one last order. Just one more. It was a remote cabin delivery, about 40 minutes off the highway. The address looked normal. The tip was good. He texted his girlfriend, "Last stop, then I'm heading home." That was the last message she ever received. The road to the cabin was barely visible. Snow was covering everything. Trees stood like dark shadows on both sides. When Ethan arrived, he noticed something strange. No lights, no tire tracks, no smoke from the chimney. But the app said, "Customer waiting." He hesitated. Then he grabbed the food and stepped out. The snow was untouched, completely smooth, no footprints anywhere. He walked to the door, knocked, nothing. He knocked again, and then, from inside, T heard it. A dragging sound, slow, heavy, like something being pulled across the floor. He froze. "Hello?" Kay called out. Silence. Then his phone buzzed. Notification, delivery marked as completed. Thank you. But he hadn't marked it. And he was still holding the food. He backed away slowly. That's when he saw it. Footprints, appearing in the snow. Not leading away from the house, leading toward him, one by one, as if someone invisible was walking straight at him. The police found his van the next morning, engine still running, door open. Ethan was gone. No footprints except his. No sign of struggle. The cabin. Abandoned for 12 years. And here's the part that makes it worse. There was no delivery order in the system. It never existed. Take a second and imagine that. Standing in the snow, watching footprints form in front of you, and realizing you're not alone. Story 2, February 2025. Colorado. Lena was a small content creator. She loved documenting her life in the mountains. Cozy cabin vibes. Fireplace, snowfall. She decided to do a 24-hour live stream during a snowstorm. "It'll be fun," she said. "Just me, hot chocolate, and the blizzard outside." Around 2 a.m., chat started commenting. "Did someone just knock?" She laughed it off. "There's no one out here, guys. We're literally snowed in." But then it happened again. 3 slow knocks. Not on the front door, on the window. The one behind her. She turned around. Nothing but darkness and heavy snow. Was going crazy now. Rewind. Someone was there. You didn't see that shadow. Her heart started racing. She replayed the footage live. And there it was. Behind her, outside the window, a tall, blurry figure, just standing there, not moving, just watching. She whispered, "This isn't funny." She grabbed a flashlight and walked toward the window. The figure was gone, but in the snow, there were no footprints leading away. Just a deep indentation directly under the window, as if something heavy had been standing there for a long time. Watching her around 3:17 a.m., the power went out. Livestream cut to black. The recording saved automatically. Police arrived the next day after her sister reported not hearing from her. The cabin door was locked from inside. No signs of break-in. Lena was found in the living room, curled up near the fireplace. No injuries, but her expression, pure terror. The official cause was hypothermia after power loss, but here's what doesn't make sense. The fireplace still had burning embers. And the indoor temperature never dropped below 60 degrees Fahrenheit. So what exactly did she see? And who or what was standing outside that window? The clip is still online. People say if you zoom in, the figure wasn't outside, it was inside, reflected in the glass. Standing behind her, let that sink in. Story 3, December 2025. Alaska, 3 college friends, Mark, Daniel, and Chris, decided to take a winter hiking trip. Bad idea. A blizzard hit unexpectedly. Visibility dropped to 0. They lost the trail. After hours of walking, they found an old ranger shelter. It was small, wooden, barely standing. But it was protection. Inside, they tried calling for help. No signal. That night, the wind was violent. Around midnight, they heard it. A voice, faint. Outside, help. Mark sat up. Did you guys hear that? Again, please, help. Daniel grabbed a flashlight. There's no way someone's out there. Chris said something that still chills me. What if they were already out there, before the storm? The voice kept repeating, closer, weak, shivering. Help me. Against their better judgment, Mark opened the door. The wind slammed into them, white everywhere. And then, about 20 feet away, a silhouette standing still. Mark shouted, "Come inside." The figure didn't move, just stood there. The voice continued. But the mouth wasn't moving. Daniel whispered, "That's not coming from them." Suddenly, the voice changed. It wasn't weak anymore. It was layered, multiple tones, all saying the same word. Help. Over and over. Chris slammed the door shut. They didn't sleep that night. In the morning, the storm had cleared. They stepped outside. No footprints, no signs anyone had been there. Except one thing. 3 sets of footprints, leading away from the shelter. But only 2 sets coming back in. Chris was missing. No one heard him leave. Search teams never found him. And here's the part investigators never explained. The final voice recording on Mark's phone, recorded accidentally that night, didn't just capture the word help. At the very end, you can hear Chris's voice, whispering, "Don't let it in. Winter doesn't chase you. It doesn't scream. It doesn't run. It waits. It isolates. It makes you doubt what you're seeing, what you're hearing, even what you're thinking." And maybe that's what makes it so terrifying. Because when the world is covered in snow, there are no witnesses. Sound disappears. Footprints vanish. And whatever was there gets erased by morning. So next time you hear a knock during a storm, or see something standing beyond the glass, or hear a voice calling your name in the wind, ask yourself one question. Is it really someone who needs help, or is winter asking you to open the door, stay warm, and stay inside? Because sometimes the cold isn't the worst thing waiting out there.